Monday, December 2nd, we will have the moon moving out of the sign of Sagittarius and moving into the sign of Capricorn later in the day before dinner, okay? And the moon is going to be square Neptune. So we've kind of got this 90-degree angle going on with Neptune, the planet of illusion and delusion, the planet of great healing and spirituality. Now, we have things going on all week, like Mercury, the planet of communication, is squaring Saturn, the planet of responsibility. We've got Jupiter, the planet of luck and blessings and expansion, squaring 90-degree angle with Saturn. We've got a lot of aspects that involve Saturn. The sun in the sign of Sagittarius squaring Saturn. Okay, so a lot of these angles, okay, which can be tough. They can be tough angles. So the word Saturn has been involved in all of that. And we know Saturn rules restriction, hardship, responsibility, but it does rule long-term success and it can bring greatness over time. Okay, so we don't want to push too hard with these squares. Expect delays, expect setbacks, plan accordingly. All right, all these retrogrades, you just have to, this is the only way to get through it. Okay, now the moon will stay in Capricorn on Tuesday the 3rd. Venus will have a nice trine with the planet Uranus, the oh wow planet, the planet of anything can happen, the planet of unexpected helpers, helpful people, because Uranus rules friends. So we have a beautiful trine there on Tuesday the 3rd, and the moon is also trine Uranus also. So 2 trines to Uranus. So on the 3rd, my advice is to focus on what and who you love, okay? Because a little bit lighter energy, but remember that Saturn energy goes along all week. There's a lot of themes of Saturn all month as we move into Capricorn season. And then we're going to talk about the kickoff to the new year, which also involves a lot of Saturn. Okay, so make sure that all week that you cross your T's and dot your I's. All right. Wednesday the 4th, we have the moon and Pluto and Venus all together in the sign of Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. Okay. Now, anytime you get the moon, which is like your feminine power, your kind of pull on people, Pluto, which rules deep emotion, it rules sex, it rules other people's money, and Venus, which rules relationships and love and all that, there's an opportunity for some really sexy energy. And there's also an opportunity for financial gain. Okay. So this is a pretty powerful day there on the 4th. Make the most of it. This is also going to be opposite Mars in the sign of Leo. Okay. Because these are the later degrees of Capricorn. Now, Thursday the 5th, we've got a nice trine with Jupiter. We've got this opposition with Mars still going on and a square with Uranus. And so for Thursday, a lot of ideas around, a lot of other people's opinions. Just stay focused on your dreams, on your bigger picture, on your plans, okay? As we move into the Mars retrograde on the 6th, okay? Now, it's interesting. The retrograde starts at 6 degrees of Leo, and it's going to move back all the way to 17 degrees of Cancer. Now, the last time Mars was at 17 degrees of Cancer was October 5th. Okay, so going back to October 5th. And we said the Mercury retrograde was bringing us back to November 7th. All these backwards to October, November. Okay. So we're going to pay attention to what's happening during this retrograde. Now, Saturday the 7th, we have a lovely trine with Jupiter. Actually, Venus in Aquarius is going to be trining Jupiter. Jupiter's the planet of expansion. Okay. So lots of love in the air on the 7th, but there may be some fear of commitment floating around. So just look that one right into the eyes. Okay. Neptune goes direct on Saturday the 7th. So at least there'll be one less planet in retrograde. Now, Sunday, we have the moon moving into Pisces. So it moved into Pisces actually early morning on Saturday. So it's definitely going to add a lot in like the romantic realm, because Pisces to me is the romantic. But when we have fear floating around like we could have on Saturday, and we have Jupiter involved and Pisces involved, things can get big and things can get foggy, okay? But enjoy the fog, enjoy the passion, because we do have some planets in fire signs, and just make the most out of this Pisces weekend. All right, I'm going to pull you some cards for this first week of December. I'm working with a couple different decks here. I got the Cozy Witch here for you. Let's see what you need to know as this Mars retrograde begins and Venus moves to Aquarius and Neptune goes direct. We had some sexy energy there for you on Wednesday. So let's see what we've got going on. Haven't looked at any of these yet. All right. So the first one is the Seven of Good Cheer, which is the Seven of Cups from this Yuletide Tarot. So there's a lot of options. Okay. This is when you don't always know which one to pick. Lots of options, but the answers are in feeling. Okay. Another seven of candles, which is Seven of Wands. And he's up there on stage and there's a lot of attention on him. Okay. So maybe you're like being pushed to answer something or come up with a solution to something, but you're not sure which way to go. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. And we said to be really careful, dot your I's, cross your T's, lots of ideas. And then it gets foggy towards the weekend. So let me see what else. Got the Emperor. It says being the authority of your own life comes with a lot of responsibility. Okay, now one thing about the Emperor that I usually say about the Emperor is it's card number 4. You think of the Emperor because he's ruled by Mars, or she in this version from the Cozy Witch Tarot. She's ruled by Mars, but Mars is the planet of action, but the Emperor doesn't rush into things.